Well, hello and welcome to another Daily Dominion. We have a campaign Sunday featured kingdom here, and in this case we have Dungeon with Offers Insight. And Offers Insight is a thing that says when you gain this +1 card at the end of turn. And also Dungeon is Hasty, which leads me to suspect that this would be part of like a dungeon-centered campaign. Um, as you might know, this is like the equivalent to a grand campaign level 7 kingdom. And these grand campaigns are generated around certain things like cards or expansions or landscapes or themes. And in this case, this might be dungeon. Unfortunately, I don't have super high amount of time today as I'm about to go out. But yeah, here's the kingdom. You can stop the video and maybe read it for yourself. The wizards are a rotating split pile with these 4 cards, where student is the only treasure in this kingdom. And yeah, changeling might be interesting in conjunction with dungeon here, as dungeon might, with the offers insight stamp, might work like a mini expedition. Like you buy a dungeon, you exchange it for a changeling, you get the changeling into your deck, but you also will draw 1 extra card for your next turn. And yeah, this kingdom looks interesting. It does have um, a lot of engine components. There is Draw and Carnival. There are 3 villages in Mountain Village, Rustic Village, and Royal Galley. There is I didn't show them, but there are 4 landscapes. Why? Ah, 4 landscapes, one of them being Hasty, which puts Dungeon into play as soon as we play it. The next turn that we gained it. There's Wolf Den, disincentivizing having single copies of cards. There's Band of Nomads, there's Harsh Winter. And Harsh Winter is really an annoying prophecy as it leads to piles being buried under debt, and then you have to get essentially every other buy of a card comes with 2 debt. And yeah, but collection also offers a lot of alt VP, so we will want to go for that. As for the opening, I really have no clue what's correct to open here. One could think about like an abundance dungeon opening, um, trying to hit 5 on the um, I think that might be the best here to try to hit 5 on the next turn. There is the risk of not hitting 5, in which case you just go for Royal Galley Dungeon. Sorry, what I mean is, of course, I'm going for abundance in order to buy a dungeon again, and then maybe also 5 cost like Carnival or Collection. The risk with that is that you don't hit 5, and then you're in a bit of a pickle, because then your economy is a bit on the low side. And but I still like the abundance dungeon opening. On the 5/2, I think I would always go for Band of Misfits and also trigger the Band of Nomads plus card thing to cycle into your Band of Nomads. Here with the abundance, I think we just buy the abundance and let's start this game as I'm pressed for time, as I said, and trigger this shuffle now, +1 card. So we set it aside first. This is important because otherwise we would shuffle it in and we wouldn't be able to set it aside. Now, hope we don't draw the abundance. We drew a copper, perfect. And now we get the abundance into play so we can buy Carnival and Dungeon. Maybe also Band of Misfits might be good to start trashing with Student, but I would probably delay this until we have a bit more control. And the dungeons will cycle us um, to where we need to be Anyways, oh, we could also just go for maybe dungeon collection instead of the carnival, and try to get some money in that way. Actually, I like that a bit better. We will cycle crazy anyways due to these dungeons coming in. So yeah, let's see. AI had the 5-2 and had the collection start. It didn't use its favor, which is interesting. But yeah, let's see what we will get here. Okay, we hit 7. I think this could just be a carnival. We will have some cycling in the beginning of next turn. The carnival should draw us some good stuff. Could also think about doing the dungeon trick. Actually, the dungeon trick might be the correct thing to do here. Or we don't have any draw in our deck yet, so let's get some draw in. Especially if we're skipping out on the trashing so far, it's important to get some of that stuff in. Yeah, that's really good. So now we can go for maybe this other dungeon, set it aside, and go for the carnival or a band of misfits to start the trashing, or an abundance. It's really unclear to me in this kingdom. Let's just build up some draw, and then we can start adding some reliability using the royal galleys. So yeah, we have this is amazing. Get to play this and even get a second dungeon into play. Do we want that? Mm, no, actually, I think we just discard Dungeon Carnival here. Then now we can do the exchange for changeling trick to just draw one more card next turn and get a band of misfits in as a village. Hope that our dungeons will cycle us to some good stuff. Well, it doesn't look like it. But we at least hit 5 and we get to exchange the changeling for another collection. And yeah, we can go for another changeling here to draw one more card, get the second band of misfits, or should this be a royal galley? Actually, this should be a royal galley. We can pick it up next turn with the band of misfits, hopefully, and by using a mountain village from the thing, and set aside a carnival, and that should be really good for the um, long term reliability. Yeah, this is good, I think. We want to play this band of misfits first, and now we are out of the dungeon changeling trick because AI has just snatched all of the dungeons. But I think it's fine. Let's get both dungeons into play. Yeah, it's fine. Just discard this stuff, draw up, and now go for another galley. Climb this, get yet another band of misfits or another carnival. Um, I think for now we're a bit pressed on village, so let's go for the band of misfits. Could also exchange this changeling for a carnival or a collection. I think collection is probably better. Also, an abundance might be an option. No, but we have the carnival set aside. We have two dungeons coming in. We have, I think, enough reliability to just go for this stuff. It's only turn 8, wow. And AI will now run into some problems. Like currently its turns have been amazing because it has picked up all of these dungeons and it also has, I mean, it has 19 victory points. It seems to be ahead, but now that it has, yeah, that it doesn't have these hasty dungeons coming in anymore, it doesn't have the extra actions, it doesn't have, well, yeah, it just has two carnivals. Wow. Actually, its position looks awful. So I'm happy where we are at, and we do need to pick up some coppers. We could also do the rustic village thing, but I really don't want to pick up the harsh winter. Um, yeah, it's a bit of a pity that we don't find the royal galley just yet. Yeah, so we will need to play this carnival to play the band of misfits as royal galley. The royal galley with the band of misfits, and it is also isn't great because we just have a bunch of stuff in our discard pile now, but with the dungeon coming in, I think it should be fine. Um, yeah, actually, let's play this Band of Misfits as this rustic village, just to cycle a bit further. Um, but yeah, we have 10 here. We can pick up Carnival and Collection and a Changeling probably to in order to next turn. Yeah, amazing. We find some Carnival to next turn pick up even more stuff. Let's play this first, so we don't have to pick up any junk that we discard with the dungeon. And yeah, I get to play these carnivals. Yeah, we have 3 of them, so we can play 2 of them like this. And we find the royal galley here. Now we play that first, pick up this copper, play the carnival, discarded a collection, so I guess we can play this dungeon. And yeah, this is looking splendid. One could even just buy a few students, exchanging them for a changeling, and just get the victory points from collection for 3. In the end, we never trashed. Wow, I thought we would trash a bit. Yeah, let's get a bit more reliability into our deck. 2 of the galleys will do the trick probably. Buy 1 more collection and 1 more abundance to also get rid of this wolf den malus. And I think we're in a very good spot here. This could be a carnival or another collection. I think just going all in on the collections should be good. Yeah, turn 10, we have a very reliable deck, which without any trashing, and we seem very far ahead. Mm, yeah, let's play this first, just to see where we are at. Okay, this looks a bit dicey, to be honest. Let's discard this stuff. And yeah, we might more or less dud here, unless we find the Band of Misfits, in which case we can, if we are lucky and can pick up the Carnival once again. Find the other Band of Misfits, we really need to stock up on villages, I guess. But yeah, amazing. Wow, this was this was a bit too close for comfort, to be honest. But it's fine. Do we have enough to pile out the galleys? No, we don't. Um, so do we have enough to pile out the changelings? 7. That's we have effectively 22, so we can. Yeah, I think we can just pile out the changelings here, but we do so in style, of course, by just buying students to also gain the victory points. And yeah, if we had any favors, we could have maybe drawn into those changelings even. But yeah, wow, this went smoothly. This was nice, and I didn't feel like I had much of a clue as to how to navigate this. But this early collection abundance stuff I liked, although I think you have to be really careful that you keep money in the deck and not only abundances. Um, hmm, yeah, interesting. And then, of course, on the last turn, we got a bit lucky that we drew those two Band of Misfits at just the right time. But even if we had done it, I think AI was in no position to catch up, so that should have been good in any case. So yeah, that wraps up this short video. I'm sorry you didn't do the explanation of the kingdom in the beginning, but I thought I might as well try to do a quick one. And indeed, a quick one it is, just 16 minutes. This is like probably 5 minutes longer than I would have spent if I just played this on by myself. So yeah, with that, I'd like to thank you for watching, and I will try to catch you in the next one, whenever that might be.